nice and tall. Hands in our lap. Voices up. Thank you. Here's what we're doing in school today in our Middle Academy video. We will move to music. We will discover our rhythm of the day. We will sing Take Time in Life, and then we will listen to and analyze music. So the first thing we're going to do is move to music. We're going to do that doing Warrior Cry. So everybody stand up. Make sure you have a space. I'm going to move my bucket out of the way, which we'll use a little bit. Warrior Cry. Hoop, alea, alea. We haven't done this in a while. We've been doing rhythm exercises for a little bit. So it's kind of a review. My goal today is for us to do it 3 times. First time we'll do Andante, which is a walking speed. Second time we'll do it Allegro, a skipping speed. Third and last time we'll do it Presto, like a fast running speed. So here we go. Andante, walking speed. Here we go. Hook, alea, alea, hook, alea, alea, tiki, tiki, tom, tom, tiki, tiki, tom, tom. Bushka, 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 bushka. Aria, 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 aria. Hey, aria, 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 aria. Hey, hook, alea, alea, hook, alea, alea, tiki, tiki, tom, tom, tiki, tiki, tom, tom. Bushka, 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 bushka. Aria, 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 aria. Hey, aria, 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 aria. Hey, hook, alea, alea, hook, alea, alea, tiki, tiki, tom, tom, tiki, tiki, tom, tom. Bushka, 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 bushka. Aria, 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 aria. Hey, aria, 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 aria. Hey. Okay, you can relax. Now we're going to do a rhythm of the day. Quick review from last week. So we have some different kinds of notes here. We talked earlier about time signatures. So I'll tell you now that this is in 4/4 time. Quick reminder of what that means. The top number means how many beats are in a measure. 4 beats per measure. The bottom note means what kind of note gets the beat. It tells me that a quarter note gets the beat. Here's our downbeat. We talked about that a couple weeks ago. Downbeat is the beat that has the most emphasis. It's the strongest beat in the measure. Almost always the first beat in the measure, unless something weird going on. And then the upbeat is the last beat in the measure. And when we do these, we always do a repeat. So it's the one that kind of leads us into the downbeat. Okay? All right. We have these notes straight up and down. If we were to see these in actual written music, they would have a head on them like that. For now and for a couple weeks, I'm probably not going to do that, but they might be upside down like this. Both are the same amount of value. And these ones also can have a head on them. The zigzaggy ones look a little bit different in music. They look more like that, but it's essentially the same thing. Okay? Alright, so let's do a quick review of what these note values are worth, and then we'll clap it and say it out loud. Okay? So we have our quarter notes. Each of those lasts for 1 beat. So underneath them, I'm just going to write the number 1 to help me remember 1 beat. Each of these vertical lines, each head of the note, lasts for half a beat. So I'm going to put half under each of those. And then this new one that we just started talking about, that's called a quarter rest. When we have a quarter rest means we don't make sound. We take a beat, we take a breath, whatever it may be. This is a quarter note. This is a quarter rest. Quarter note, quarter rest. Quarter note, quarter rest. They last for the same amount of time. So this also lasts for 1 beat. We're going to put that in parentheses because we don't make sound when we hear it. Okay? So like we said, it's in 4/4 time. 4 quarter notes per measure. There's 1. There's a quarter rest. Same thing though. There's 1. And this is us. This is an eighth. This is an eighth notes though. But when you add half and half up, it gets 1 together. Equals 1. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4 beats to equal the 4 beats per measure. It's kind of like a little bit of math, a little bit of fraction math. All right. So if I were to start at the beginning and speaking clap this, it would sound like 1, half, half, 1. When I got to this one, I mouthed the word 1. But I separated my hands because that's a rest. We take a beat, we take a breath, and we don't make any sound. So watch that again. 1, half, half, 1. Okay, so now I'm going to start at the beginning. I'm going to go to the end. I'm going to do some repeats. When you hear what I'm doing, I'd like you to join in, do it with me. If you don't want to clap, if you're in a place where you can't because of where you're listening, you can tap it on your hand, tap it on a pillow. Until I say fine. Fine means the sound is done. So here we go. 1, half, half, 1, 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 fine. Okay, we're going to keep working on that. The one that we do next time in our second video, day 2, we're going to go through pretty quick, so hopefully you caught on all that stuff. Okay, we're going to sing a song today called Take Time in Life. It is a Liberian folk song, which is pretty cool. I'm going to play it really quickly on the piano, but we're going to use a different kind of instrument to make our music today. All right, so here's how the song goes. Like this. I was passing by, my brother called me in, and he said to me, you better take time in life. People take time in life. People take time in life. People take time in life, 'cause you got far way to go. Okay, there's a second verse where we change the words a little bit. We're just going to focus on that first verse today. Just realized how far off screen I am. Let's try to. Okay. Repeat after me. I was passing by, my brother called me in. Sounds like this. I was passing by, my brother called me in. You sing that. Here we go. I was passing by, my brother called me in. Next part. And he said to me, you better take time in life. Sounds like this. And he said to me, you better take time in life. Sing it with me, here we go. And he said to me, you better take time in life. Next part. People take time in life, people take time in life. Sounds like this. People take time in life, people take time in life. People take time in life because you got far way to go. People take time in life because you got far way to go. Okay, let's put the whole thing together. I'm going to put the lyrics for this down in the description below, so if you need to follow along, totally cool. We're going through pretty quick. Here we go. I was passing by, my brother called me in, and he said to me, you better take time in life. People take time in life. People take time in life. People take time in life, 'cause you got far way to go. Okay, we're going to keep working with that. When I was a kid and I learned this song, the melody I learned was a little bit different, so I hope I sing the same notes that I just taught you. Okay, so here I have a 5-gallon bucket. This is left over from when they built the school and put all the mud and stuff up on the walls. But in the music room, I have tried to assemble as many drums as I can. And these 5-gallon buckets are actually a really cool and new way that a lot of music classes are doing drumming. I like that because these 5-gallon buckets are really cheap. These ones are from Home Depot. They cost like $3 each. I've been going to local grocery stores and just asking their bakery for a 5-gallon bucket, and they give them to me for free. So this one used to have frosting in it. It still smells like frosting a little bit. So if that's something you have at home and you want to feel free to join along, that would be cool. If you don't have that, maybe you have a bucket from like a Pale Ice Cream, or maybe if your family says it's okay, maybe get like the pot, like a noodle pot, boiling pot, down from the cabinet. That would be cool too. Okay, we're going to be doing a little bit of a drumming unit in a few weeks, but I just thought I'd give you a little introduction to it. So there's different sounds that you can make on your bucket. So you can do the top, you can do the rim, there's that edge, and you can do the sides. Those are the three main sounds. You can also like do stick clicks and hit the floor and stuff like that. But as I'm doing it today, can't really see it on camera. I'll try to adjust. I'm going to alternate between hitting the top and hitting the sides. And if you do that, you'll notice it kind of makes a different little sound. If you can and you want to pause the video, now would be a great time to do that so you can find something to play along with. If you can't think of anything, you can grab a pillow and hit the tops and sides of the pillow. Okay? All right, so as I sing this song, I'm just going to keep the steady beat going. I'm going to try to stay quiet because there's other teachers in the building working right now. So I'm just going to go back and forth, top to sides, and I'll sing my song. I was going to hit her first note first. I lost it. I was passing by, my brother called me in, and he said to me, you better take time in life. People take time in life. People take time in life. People take time in life, 'cause you got far way to go. I was singing a song that you knew. I might sing different notes, I apologize. Okay, so I'd like you to try that with me. We're just trying to find something that makes two different sounds. If you don't have sticks, by the way, you can use like 2 spoons from your kitchen, or like 2 markers, or whatever you got handy. Okay? All right, here we go. Let's do it again. Ready? Here we go. I was passing by, my brother called me in, and he said to me, you better take time in life. People take time in life. People take time in life. People take time in life, 'cause you got far way to go. Okay, so you know we can start to change it up if we wanted to. We can do something like that, or this would be half, half, one, half, half, one, half, half, one, half, half, one. Like, sliding around. Okay, so that's the rhythm that I'm going to do this time. I'm going to do a half, half, one, half, half, one kind of rhythm as we sing through. And I'd like you to try to do that with me on whatever you're tapping your rhythm on. If you still don't have anything, you just tap it on your hand. That works good too. Ready? Here we go. I was passing by, my brother called me in, and he said to me, you better take time in life. People take time in life. People take time in life. People take time in life, 'cause you got far way to go. Okay. Now I would like you to come up with your own rhythm. Like I said, we're just doing a quick introduction to bucket drumming. Make up your own rhythm. It can change every time. It can. Yep, you can do the same thing over and over again. Just do a steady beat. You can just go back and forth, keep the steady beat, but play around with the different parts of whatever instrument you chose to play out. So this will be last time through. I was passing by, my brother called me in, and he said to me, you better take time in life. People take time in life. People take time in life. People take time in life, 'cause you got far way to go. There we go. Mine is a little bit all over the place, and that's what makes music fun. Be creative. That's called improvisation, which I love. Okay, yeah, so in a few weeks we're going to be doing some more bucket drumming things. So I'm telling you now so that hopefully you can really go around your house and find something that you can use in place of a bucket in case you don't have one. Maybe talk to the grown-up you live with, and you know, if you have a garage, look out in the garage, or honestly, just, you know, if you go in the grocery store, you can ask somebody, just, hey, do you have an extra bucket laying around? Okay, we have another thing to do today, which is to analyze some music. We're going to listen to a song called Hungarian Rhapsody No. 2 for piano. And I'm going to put the link for this in the description just in case my sound is not loud enough for you to hear well. I have my speakers now plugged into my computer and they're pointed directly at my phone, so hopefully the sound is loud enough for you to hear, but if not, you can open it up. Okay, so I have a whiteboard here. Hopefully you have your whiteboard from all your other lessons. And here's what I would like you to do on your whiteboard. I want you in one spot, you have a notebook that works too, just write the word tempo. Remember, that's the speed of music, T-E-M-P-O, tempo. I would like you to write the word, if you can, articulation. Articulation. Okay. Tempo, articulation. Underneath that, draw a circle, oval, whatever, looks like that. And then next to the oval, just a box. Oopsie. So you got tempo, articulation, circle, and square. Okay, so as we listen to Hungarian Rhapsody No. 2 by Franz Liszt, I'd like you underneath the word tempo to write what you think the tempo is. Is it largo, very slow, a crawling speed? Is it andante, a walking speed? Is it allegro, a skipping speed? Or is it presto, very fast? And then write the articulation. Is it marcato, very strong? I think of marcato, M-A-R-C-A-T-O. Think of the letters in March. Whenever I think of marcato, I think, can I march around the room to that? Legato is very smooth and calm, and staccato is short and snappy. The circle on here, that's your face now. So you're going to draw a picture of your face that shows the impact of the music upon you. How does this music make you feel? Does it make you feel excited or bored or grumpy or proud or, I don't know, draw your face. And then in the box, that's just, what does this music make you think about? What does it make you picture in your head? Okay, so I'm going to push play on it. We're not going to listen to the whole thing. It's a 13-minute song. We're just going to listen to a few minutes of it until I feel like, yep, that's enough time to get a good sampling. If we were on campus, or maybe at school, I might have you listen to a little bit longer of it. But because we're online, we're going to do it this way. All right, so here we go. What's the tempo? What's the articulation? How does it make you feel? What's it make you think about? Music's going to change in just a second. You might need to adjust your answer slightly when music changes. song because it changes partway through. Because it's a longer song, it's kind of broken into what they call movements. So for tempo, I wrote at the beginning that it was largo, but then it switched to allegro, so very slow to a kind of a skipping speed. The articulation I heard most was marcato. When it changed, it kind of went more towards staccato, short and snappy, but I thought this was very strong with accents. I felt like I could march to this, so that's why I picked marcato. I wrote the word content, and my silly face looks just like me, doesn't it? It didn't make me feel super excited. Maybe as the music got a little faster, it did. But just kind of like, this is nice. It's not awful. It's just I feel content. And then it made me think about a dude dancing in a puddle with an umbrella in the rain. That's just what it made me think of. If you'd like to send me a picture, just take a snapshot with your phone or a family member's phone and send this to me. I would love to see some Middle Academy answers. Okay, so your kind of homework, I'm not going to call it homework, is to look around your room and find something that you can use as a drum. As I'm looking at my little drawers underneath my camera right here, I got this little plastic bin. Maybe you have something like this that could work, or like an old shoebox would work great too. Even like if you finish off a box of cereal, a cereal box should work. You might have to reinforce it with a little bit of tape or duct tape, you know, just so you don't put a big hole in it. But probably in a few weeks we're going to start our little bucket drumming unit where we'll do a little bit of drumming every day. So hopefully you have something handy that you can use. And then for, like I was using my drumsticks, I got two little markers here. That'll work just fine for us from home. All right, we only have one thing left to do today, and that's to do our train exit. So breathe with me, Middle Academy. Here we go. Thank you for listening to and making music with me. I hope you have a magical musical day, and we'll see you next time.